What was Damon Wayans diagnosed with? That question has been showing up a lot lately, and the answer is type 2 diabetes. Now, I do not bring up his story to gossip. I bring it up because it points to something every adult over 60 should understand. Diabetes does not always walk into your life loudly. Sometimes it whispers. It may not begin with a dramatic collapse. It may not begin with feeling terribly sick. It may begin with something small, a tingling toe, a burning feeling in the soles of your feet at night, a tiny sore that takes longer than usual to heal, feet that feel cold even when the rest of you is warm. And because these things happen in the feet, many people explain them away. They say, well, I'm just getting older. Or maybe it's my shoes. Or maybe it's arthritis. Or my feet have always been like that. But after 60, your feet can become one of the first places your body asks for attention. So today, I want to walk you through 7 foot signs that may be connected to blood sugar, circulation, or nerve health. This video is not here to diagnose you. Only your doctor can do that. But it may help you know when your body is asking you to get checked. And number 7 is the one I worry about most, because it is not something you feel. It is something you stop feeling.
The first sign is tingling or numbness in the toes. Most people describe it in a simple way. My foot fell asleep. It feels like pins and needles. My toes feel a little fuzzy. It comes and goes, so I didn't think much of it. Now, if this happens once after sitting in a strange position, that may be nothing. We have all had a foot fall asleep. But if the tingling keeps coming back without a clear reason, especially in both feet, it deserves attention. High blood sugar over time can affect the small nerves that travel all the way down into your feet. And because your feet are the farthest point from your heart and spine, they are often among the first places nerve symptoms show up. I explain it this way. Imagine an old telephone line running from your house to the road. When the coating on that line starts to wear down, the message may still get through, but it becomes crackly, fuzzy, unclear. That is similar to what can happen with nerves. Your brain is trying to send and receive clean signals, but the message gets distorted. And that distortion may feel like tingling, buzzing, crawling, or numbness. The CDC lists tingling, burning, pain, numbness, and serious foot problems as possible symptoms of diabetes-related nerve damage, which often starts in the feet. So here is the simple step. Tonight, before bed, sit down and gently touch each toe. Ask yourself, does one foot feel different from the other? Are there areas that feel dull, strange, or less sensitive? If yes, do not panic, but do not ignore it either. Write it down and bring it to your doctor. The second sign is a burning feeling in the feet, especially at night. This one bothers people deeply because it often shows up when everything else is quiet. During the day, you are distracted. You are walking, cooking, shopping, watching television, talking to family. But at night, when you lie down, suddenly your feet feel hot or irritated or like the soles are burning. Many people say, maybe I stood too long today, or maybe the room is too warm, or maybe I need different socks. And sometimes those explanations are true. But burning that keeps returning, especially along with tingling or numbness, can be a nerve warning. The strange thing is that nothing hot has to touch your foot. The heat sensation may be coming from irritated nerves, sending the wrong message to your brain. Think of a smoke alarm with a weak battery. There may be no smoke in the kitchen, but the alarm still chirps. The alarm is not lying, it is malfunctioning. Nerves can behave in a similar way. They can send a burning signal, even when the skin itself is not being burned. This is why I do not like when seniors simply cover up these symptoms with pain pills night after night without asking why they are happening.
Your body may be trying to start a conversation, and the sooner you listen, the better. A good first step is to check your blood sugar with your doctor, especially if this burning is new, frequent, or paired with other symptoms like thirst, fatigue, blurry vision, or slow-healing skin.
The third sign is one of the most important. A small sore, blister, cut, or scrape on the foot that does not heal the way it should. This may begin with something very ordinary. A shoe rubs the heel. A toenail scratches the next toe. A small blister forms after a walk. A dry crack opens on the heel. For many people, that would heal quickly. But when blood sugar is high and circulation is not working well, healing can slow down. The body may have a harder time bringing oxygen, nutrients, and immune cells to the area. Now, imagine trying to repair a roof after a storm, but the repair truck cannot get down the road. The supplies exist, the workers exist, but they cannot reach the damaged spot quickly enough. That is what poor circulation can do to the feet. This is why foot wounds matter so much. The ADA says people with diabetes are at higher risk for foot-related complications because of neuropathy, poor circulation, ulcers, and infections, and that many limb loss issues are preventable with daily foot checks, regular care, and proper footwear. So here is the rule I want you to remember. A small wound on the foot is not small if it is not healing. Check it, clean it, protect it. And if it is getting worse, draining, red, warm, swollen, painful, or not improving, call your doctor or a foot specialist. Do not wait until it becomes an emergency. I want to pause for just a second. If you are over 60, or you love someone over 60, write this down somewhere. Check the feet. That one habit can protect independence. And if this video is helping you, tap the like button so YouTube shows it to more older adults who may need this warning. Now, let's keep going, because the next signs are easier to miss. The fourth sign is a change in color or temperature. This can show up in different ways. Your feet may look more red than usual, or darker, or slightly bluish, or one foot may feel much colder than the other. Some people only notice it when they take off their socks at night. Others notice their feet stay cold even under blankets. Now, cold feet can happen for many reasons: weather, medications, thyroid issues, anemia, circulation problems. Many things can play a role. But when feet are persistently cold, discolored, or different from each other, that is worth a medical conversation. Your feet are at the end of the body's longest delivery route. Blood has to travel all the way down, then all the way back up. If blood vessels become narrowed or circulation is reduced, the feet may be the first place to show it. CDC materials on diabetes foot problems advise seeing a doctor for changes in foot color or temperature, dry, cracked skin, loss of feeling, foot pain, swelling, sores, or loss of hair on toes, feet, and lower legs. Here is a simple check. Tonight, look at both feet side by side. Do they look the same color? Do they feel the same temperature? Is one foot colder, paler, darker, or more swollen? If the answer is yes, especially if this is new, do not brush it off as just age. Age can change the body, but age should not be used as an excuse to ignore a warning sign.
The fifth sign is dry, cracked skin that keeps returning, especially around the heels. Now, let me be clear. Many people get dry heels. That alone does not mean diabetes. But if the cracks are deep, painful, bleeding, or never seem to improve, it matters more, especially if you also have tingling, numbness, swelling, or slow healing. The problem with cracks in the feet is not just that they look unpleasant.
The problem is that a crack is an opening, and bacteria do not need a large doorway. A tiny opening can be enough. For someone with poor circulation or reduced sensation, that small opening can become serious before they realize what is happening. So moisturize the tops and bottoms of your feet, but do not put lotion between the toes, because trapped moisture there can encourage fungal problems. Wash your feet gently, dry them carefully. Look between the toes, and wear shoes that protect your feet, even around the house if you are prone to injury. The CDC recommends checking feet daily for cuts, redness, swelling, sores, blisters, corns, calluses, and changes to skin or nails. That daily check does not need to take 10 minutes. 30 seconds is better than nothing.
The sixth sign is swelling around the ankles or feet. Many people notice this when they take off their socks and see deep marks around the ankles. Now, swelling can come from many causes: sitting too long, standing too long, salt, certain medications, vein problems, heart issues, kidney issues. So I do not want you to jump to one conclusion, but I do want you to take persistent swelling seriously, especially if it is new, or getting worse, or only on one side, or paired with shortness of breath, chest discomfort, pain, redness, or warmth. In people with diabetes or blood sugar problems, swelling may sometimes appear alongside circulation, kidney, or vascular concerns. That is why it deserves a doctor's eyes. A simple habit can help some people. Elevate your feet when resting, reduce excess sodium if your doctor has advised that, and take short walking breaks instead of sitting still for hours. But do not use home habits as a replacement for evaluation if the swelling is persistent. Your feet may be showing you a fluid problem, a circulation problem, or something else that needs attention. The seventh sign is the one I worry about most. Not pain, not burning, not tingling, but the absence of feeling. Because when your feet stop feeling properly, you may not know something is wrong. You may step on a small object and not notice. You may get a blister and not feel it. Your shoe may rub the same spot all day, and you do not realize it until you see blood on your sock. That is why nerve damage can be so dangerous. Pain is unpleasant, but pain is also information. When the warning system goes quiet, the risk goes up. The CDC notes that numbness may keep someone from noticing cuts, blisters, or sores, which can lead to infections and serious foot problems. So here is your simple home check. Take a soft tissue or cotton ball. Gently touch the tops and bottoms of both feet. Compare left and right. Can you feel it clearly? Are there dull areas? Does one side feel different? This is not a medical test. It is only a personal awareness check. But if you notice reduced sensation, please mention it to your doctor. Your feet are not just carrying your body. They are carrying information. And after 60, that information can protect your independence. So, what was Damon Wayans diagnosed with? Type 2 diabetes. But the bigger lesson is not about one celebrity. The bigger lesson is that diabetes can be quiet. Blood sugar problems can build slowly, and sometimes the first warning signs are not in your stomach, your chest, or your head. They are in your feet. Tingling, burning, a sore that will not heal, a color change, cracked skin, swelling, loss of feeling. None of these signs automatically means you have diabetes, but they are signs worth respecting. Tonight, before you go to bed, do one thing for me. Sit down, take off your socks, look at your feet, look between the toes, look at the heels. Check for cuts, cracks, swelling, redness, or sores. Notice whether both feet feel the same. 30 seconds. That is all. And if something does not look or feel right, call your doctor and ask whether you should have your blood sugar checked. You have worked too hard for your independence to let a silent problem take it away without a fight. This is Dr. Sam Thompson. Stay aware, stay steady, and take good care of those feet. I'll see you in the next video.
If this helped you, share it with one person over 60 who needs to hear it. And before you leave, write this in the comments: I'll check my feet tonight. That one small promise could protect your health, your mobility, and your independence.